Hello, everybody. Hi. Happy Sunday evening. I am Marianne from Made by Marianne, and tonight we are going to make a butterfly kit. Yay! So come on in and say hello. Again, I'm Marianne from Team Unique, the design team from Unique in the Creek. So thank you for joining me this evening. Let's get together and do this amazing kit. I hope that everything's going well. You can see me okay? Can you see me? I think you can. Yay! I'm loving this new 2 camera view. The only thing is now I'm going to have to figure out where to put my computer so that I can actually see your comments without having to turn around and look. But anyway, welcome. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Come on in. Come on in. If you want to grab some of these kits, they are still available. I just checked the website. They are ready to be purchased. If you use my affiliate link pinned to the bottom of this page, you can get 5% off the boards, so I'd appreciate it. Use code Marianne, and here's how you spell my name. It's down here in the corner here. Use code Marianne at checkout to receive the discount and to use my affiliate link, so I'd appreciate that if you wouldn't mind. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Tonight, we're going to do KIT206LG, as in large board. So this is our large flower board, okay? And yes, you can see me. Yay, this is our large flower board, or called the large board. And this is what we're going to use tonight to make our butterfly. Here is what you get in kit number 206LG, okay? And if you can't get the kit, then I have listed some things that you can use in the description below. Okay, so check out the description if you don't get your hands on a kit. There are still plenty left at uniqueinthecreek.com, so run on over there and grab some, all right? Happy Sunday. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of people coming in. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. I feel like I am like blasted with this light, though. It's like really, really, really bright. Anyway, okay, so here's what you get in kit 206LG, all right? Or better known as the butterfly kit, okay? You get this awesome pink, blue, and black butterfly. It's metal. So we're going to use this. We're going to put this in the center of our board. We're basically going to make a flower and stick it in the center. You get a whole roll of this black horizontal wide strap mesh. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have seen that. You get this light blue or maybe teal colored mesh, a whole roll. And then you also get this pink mesh, this hot pink, really horizontal wide strap mesh. So tonight, that's what we're using. In the kit also, you are going to get your, what I like to call your care packet. Your care packet includes your Chenille stems that you're going to need to attach, the cable mounts that you're going to need. You get a measuring stick. She's made it pink this time, so that's awesome, a measuring tape. And then you get 2 clips to use if you need them. These are awesome to have for they're really good friends of any crafter, 2 clips. And you get this awesome little card that will take you to our YouTube site. So if you aren't following us on YouTube, check us out. If you're not liking us on Facebook, please do so. Unique in the Creek. All right. Thanks everybody for joining me. Let's move down to the board. Oh, you also get these awesome, you're going to need these awesome rubber bands if you pre-make your petals. And then you get a whole pack of zip ties. Okay. So I'm going to change my camera view, pull you down, see who else talking to me, because as again, I got to turn around to see the comments. So I'm going to try and see who's all talking to me and pull y'all down. So welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Let's see what we can do here. 1 second. Let me change my view. Ta-da! Yay! All right. I'm so glad this works. I am so glad it works. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. Hello, Tina, Karen, Kim, Beth, Deborah. Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So let's get this done. What we're going to do again tonight, and as you notice, I haven't loaded the board. Bad Marianne. Totally slipped my mind. I was working on other things, and then I thought, goodness gracious, I don't have this board loaded. Great. So I figured y'all guys would just do it with me. Okay. So moving our clips to the side here, getting our stuff out of our goodie bag. All right. Let's move this as well. There's the bag that the kit comes in. There we go. All right. Here's our measuring tape. We can move it to the side. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our butterfly on here. Hello, friends. Yes, there are two of these butterflies. I love the blue. I'm not sure if chartreuse is the right word. Maybe that's a color, but charcuterie. No, that's a meat and cheese board, but I don't know. Hi, friends. I don't know what it's called, but it's the blue and white, like antique looking. You know, it's really pretty. But this is the butterfly we're using tonight, this pink. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And that's the first thing we're going to do. Sorry, I got distracted. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our cable mounts and our chenille stems on our butterfly. Come back here, cable mount. Okay, so as you notice, these cable mounts come with little double-sided sticky tape, okay? So we're going to take one side off of our sticky tape, and we're just going to stick it in the middle of this cable mount, if I can get a hold of it. Maybe it's better if I do it like that. There we go. I'm just going to press down really well. Okay, I'm going to take this sticky side off of this one, and I am going to put just a little bit of hot glue here. Super glue might work as well. Actually, let's put it in the middle because it's going to go in our middle two holes. So we don't want them to be too far apart. And we'll just let that piece dry. All right. And you still get the sticky side anyway, but I'm sticking some glue on there just to make it extra awesome. Just sticking it right in the middle. We're going to do the same thing for this one. So I'm taking the tape off, sticking it on there. Squirrel, I know, right? I've had that moment all day long. If you can't tell, I've stopped and, done so many things, and seems like I've got all kinds of things accomplished today, but we'll see what I really got accomplished tomorrow when I look at my list, because I've had a lot of those squirrel moments. All right, now see, it doesn't even look perfect. Doesn't even look perfect. Doesn't even look lined up, and we don't really care. We just want to get it into the holes, the middle holes on the board. So stick them on there. If you can just use one, as a matter of fact, and stick it right in the middle of this butterfly body. You could do that too, right here. Just stick it right there, and it would be perfectly fine to go right into the board. So there we go. There's this. We're going to let it dry. So I'm going to put it like right up here in the corner, out of our way. Okay, again, as you've noticed, I haven't loaded the board because, well, I'm a loser today. So anyway, there we go. We'll load it as we go. No problem with that. So what we're going to do is we are going to use what I call the tulip petal, but what Lori calls the pinwheel petal. Same thing. I just like to call it the tulip petal. So you're going to grab your horizontal mesh, and I'm going to pull you in just a little bit. Look, I'm all crooked. I'm going to pull you in just a little bit so that you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better view, right? Right? Yeah, you can at least tell that it's black. Maybe I should have used the white side for this one. Anyway, can I zoom in a bit? No, you want me to zoom in some more, Carrie? Should I zoom in a little more? Or is that good, everybody? You want me to zoom in just a little bit more? How's that? Let me show you the butterfly while I'm zoomed in. Okay, so here's where I put it's white. So here's where I put, see, it's kind of embossed, so you get ridges there. I just put two of them here and here, right? And then you can put just one right here and save another one if you want to, because we're going to put this in the middle of the board, so that's cool. So just wanted to show you that while I got you zoomed in a little bit. There you go. So is this good, or do you want me to go? I love the pinwheel too. All right, we're going to work with this right now. So anyway, here we go. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Deborah. All right, so here's our 10-inch. I cut this at 10 inches, and as you can see, the curl's going up, okay? So I'm going to turn it into a diamond shape, and I'm going to make sure that my serged edges are on the top and the bottom, or the left and the right of my hands, okay? If I were to do it this way, they're still on the left and the right, but I want to make sure it's in a diagonal. All right, so there we go. Then I'm going to take the top and pull it to the bottom, or the bottom pull it to the top, whichever. Doesn't matter, however you want to do it, and make kind of a triangle. Now this horizontal wide stripe mesh is 10.5 inches. So if you cut this square at 10 inches, you are not going to get a perfect triangle, okay? Look how I've got overlapping sides here. You can see how I've got overlapping side and I don't have enough on this one? That's totally fine. It's okay. I promise you. You can still make a gorgeous petal. Hello. Hello, Miss Sherry. You can still make a gorgeous petal with it being a little bit off kilter, I guess is what we'd say. Off measurement, maybe. So it's not going to be a perfect 10-inch triangle. All right, now what you're going to do is I like to turn it to the side, okay? Right? So the side this way because I'm right-handed, okay? And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to pull it down to the middle, right? To where I have, let me get rid of this, to where I have a pretty looking triangle on the top. All right, there we go. See how that makes another little triangle, right? Okay, so there's our first step. Okay, then I'm going to turn it over. It's fraying like crazy, which this mesh is very forgiving. So then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to make a triangle. Petal is that you make this part right here look like a square. Now, it doesn't have to be a perfect square, but see how it's a square, right? Okay, see how these are lined up right here? Okay, and then I'm going to take the bottom part, start in the middle, and just scrunch it together. Ta-da! And then I'm going to make my peak look really good by squishing it together. There we go. There's our petal. That's the petal we're using this evening. Okay. There you are. Let me grab actually you can use your clips for this because we're going to put this one directly into the board. So here we go. Ta-da. There's your petal. If you're pre-making petals, you throw a rubber band on it, right? Throw a rubber band in there, which is how that I've made all of the rest of mine. So if you pre-make your petals, I find you get them all done the same way. For some reason, if I stop and do it differently, they turn out different sizes, different shapes. But hey, you know, that's just my suggestion. All right, let me pull you back out just a little bit so you can see the rest of the stuff. How's that? All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to actually open our zip ties and load our board. So you're going to need 16. I'm going to start with black. You can start with whatever color your heart desires. It doesn't have to be black. It doesn't have to, it could be the pink. It could be the blue. It could be the pink. It could be the blue, whatever color you want. But I'm going to start with the black because our butterfly has a black outline, right? And I would like for the outline, the black will draw the eye, so it'll outline our wreath, okay? You can start with whatever color your heart desires. If you wanted to start with the pink, that's awesome, but you need 16 petals for row number 2, okay? This is row number 1 with our hanging holes here. This is row number 2, and they're numbered so that you can tell, okay? So we're going to skip row 1 and use row number 2. You can start anywhere on this board. I'm going to start right here at the hanging holes, okay? And you can close your zip tie. So there we go. There's our first zip tie in there. And I'm just going to stick my petal in there and close it up. And there is number 1. If I can find my zip tie in. There we go. Ta-da! There's number 1. All right. Let's go through this petal design again. And I'm going to show you with this camera view, so that way you can kind of see the arm movements, right? Okay, so 10-inch piece of mesh. It's cut 10 inches, okay? I'm going to take the bottom to the top after I've turned it into a diagonal shape. I'm not going to worry about it not really making a beautiful triangle. It's okay. There's my triangle, okay? Turn it to the side. Pull the top side down to where it makes another triangle with this part of the mesh, okay? So there's my second triangle. What it looks like, okay? I'm going to turn it over and do the exact same thing. Make another triangle, making sure that I have a good line right here. Take away that I have a square. See how I kind of have a square? Okay. I'm going to scrunch in the middle, scrunch on each side, and then I'm going to make my pinwheel petal look as pointy as I can. And there we go. Stick a clip on it. All right, and let's put our zip ties in. Hi, friends. Yeah, hi, Judy Baker. Yeah, you don't have to worry about frays with this. Let's go this way. I'm going the wrong way. All right, there we are. I got our petal loaded. You don't have to worry about frays. You don't have to worry about nothing. You can just cut your mesh, make this petal, and voila, you are good. All right. The only thing is you kind of want to make sure that you aren't putting petals in that are different sizes. Okay. So try to keep it the same length. All right. Make sure that they stick out the same way. All right. Because you don't want to have part of your butterfly bigger over here than it is over there. All right. And if you do, it's a simple snip of a zip tie to fix it. So let me go ahead and load some of these so we can get this done, since I showed you how to make the petal. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Did y'all have a good Sunday? You ready for Easter? I have to say that I'm ready for Easter. I'm glad Easter comes later this year and it's not at the end of March or at the very beginning of April like it was last year. Last year, it seems like it was really early, so I didn't get to enjoy any of my bunnies, you know, or eggs or stuff. And going to Florida this year to be with Mom at her place down there. So that's going to be fun. The whole family's going to Florida instead of coming here to my house for Easter. So I won't get out of cooking, but at least I'll get out of hosting, right? Not have to clean my house for 3 days after. That's sad, isn't it? That's a sad thing to say. I love my family friends. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I love them. So I hope you guys have awesome plans for Easter. Plan on going to the sunrise service as well this year. I missed it last year. Alrighty. They do it in the cemetery where my dad is buried, and I just can't do it. And I don't think they're doing, and since I'll be in Florida this year, they'll have a sunrise service in a different place. So maybe I'll get to go this year and actually get something out of it instead of just thinking about, you know. Anyway, on to better and brighter subjects. Hope y'all have had an amazing Sunday. All right, here we go. Let's throw some of these blacks in here. The good thing about this petal as well, as I was thinking, you want to make sure that all your petals are going the same way. But the great thing about this petal is even if I flip it over, they are still going the same way, right? No matter what side you choose, they're still going the same way. So you can put them in whatever side you want, just as long as they all are kind of in the same, you've got them stuck in there the same way, right? So let's make this one prettier. There we go. There's that one. Yes, this is the large board. Oh, you'll be in West Virginia? Awesome. Yeah, this is the large board. Large unique. I call it the large flower board, but people call it the large board or the flower board, but I call it the large flower board. Come on, little zip tie. There we go. I like to make sure that all of my points are there. That we're all in the same spot. We're just putting our black on the outside. Alrighty. Got a festival coming up, and I've got to make a bunch of flowers, friends. I'm talking a bunch. I need to make 30 flowers of all different kinds. I need to have at least 10 sunflowers because my sunflowers, I'm telling you, friends, if you do festivals, sunflowers sell like crazy. So I'm hoping this one goes to the festival as well and sells well. but if you do any kind of festivals or craft shows, sunflowers, people love them. And you can make them with Dean Michael petals. You can make them with this petal, whatever your heart desires. But I got to get to making some flowers. So this is a good, this kit from Lori is a good kick in the rear to get me started. Get me on a flower kick, right? Get me ready to make a ton of them. I love this kit. I think this butterfly is beautiful. It stands out. If you want to make a statement on your door, nothing better than black, pink, and blue, right? I mean, these colors are amazing. And this is the simplest petal. It is so simple. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to make a ton of them all at once. And you can always go back and fix your points if your points aren't as pointy as you like them, like I'm doing. That's what I'm doing when you see me messing with it. I like to have a good point. I don't like for them to be wide like this one is. So let's point this one out a bit. There we go. And I'm just going around, sticking them in every single hole on row 2. Okay. This is great for beginners as well. If you're a beginner wreath maker and you just bought the kit and want to make something really pretty, super easy for you. Here we go. And all you do is put them in a zip tie. Make them, put them in a zip tie. Make it, put it in a zip tie. Super easy. Hello. Hi, friends. So glad y'all joined me tonight. I don't know what we're going to do. Let's see. I think I'm on next week too, but I don't know what. I think I might do a cross next week, an Easter cross. I don't know if Lori hasn't sent me any more kits, so I don't know if I think this was the last of Kit Craze. I got that one in there too far. The spring Kit Craze. But I don't know. So if I don't have another kit to do from Lori, then we'll probably do a cross next week. Or maybe even one of these flowers I need to get done. Which would be the smart thing to do, right? Make your flower, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, friends, we're almost done with this row. So let's put, here's one more. Making sure I've got all of them in the right spot. And see how this black just pops? It's going to make everything else. Look how pretty that is already. It's going to make everything else just pop so beautifully, I think. I wanted to put the black on the outside and follow the butterfly because look at how that's going to make it pop, right? And again, if you wanted to, you could totally put pink out here. You could put the blue on the outside if you wanted to. This is just... Oops, I took that in the wrong way. This is just the way that I'm making it. So you could even use a different petal if you wanted to. So there's our outside row in the black. Look at what a cool petal that is and how the horizontal mesh makes it kind of shimmer. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. There we go. Now we're going to do the pink on the inside row. So let me show you how we make the pink one. Set that up there for a minute. We're going to make the pink the exact same way. All right, let me get this out of the way here. Got a messy workstation over here. Alert, alert. Okay. Get this string out of the way too. Goodness gracious, I feel like I have no room. All right, here we go. So again, this is 10 inches. And if you are making it exactly like I'm making it, then row 3 only has 8 slots for our petals. So you only need 8 petals of pink. Okay. So 16 petals of black, 16 petals of the black on row 1. Sorry, row 2. Lord, y'all. Okay. Time out. 16 petals on row 2 of the black, 8 petals on row 3 of the pink. And then another 8 petals of the blue on row 4. Okay. So 16, 8, and 8. All right. You need a total of 32 petals to make this. Here we go again. Here's our square. All right. A 10-inch square. I'm going to turn it into a diamond shape. I'm going to pull the bottom to the top. I'm not going to worry that it doesn't make a perfect triangle because this horizontal wide stripe mesh is 10.5 inches, and it's not going to make a perfect petal unless you cut it at 10.5. I'm not that, I'm not that OCD, so I left it alone. Here we go. Here's our triangle. Turn it to the right or the left, depending on which hand you like to use. You could totally turn it to the left if you want to. Same principle. All right, I'm going to pull my top down and make another triangle, right? So I'm going to pull it to the middle. See how I've just taken this and moved it to the middle. Make myself another triangle here. There we go. There's our next triangle. Okay, flip it over. Do the same thing. Make a triangle, making sure that I have a pretty little square. Okay, there's my square. Ta-da. See how they go up like that together? Then I'm going to come to the middle down here and just scrunch. And there's our petal. There's our petal. I'm going to grab my clip. This is where you put the rubber band if you were pre-making petals like I have, or you can just clip it if you're going to put it straight into the board. All right, let's look at our board. Okay, here's our next row. You can barely see it for the tails here. All right, let's pull you in so you can actually look at it. Okay, see, under the tails here, there's our black. Here is our next row, right? Right under our tails, okay? So that's where we're putting the pink. And we're putting the pink in the sets, not the bigger sets, the smaller sets, okay? Putting them here, all right? So you need 8. So let's put us some zip ties in there and get ready. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to go up, making sure the flat side's facing the ceiling, and I'm going to close it. And voila, there's our first zip tie, okay, in our step. So there's 8 of these, and I put it in the wrong one, of course. There's 8 of these all the way around. So let's leave that one. We're going to need it anyway. Let's put it in the right place, Marianne. Here we go, right there. This is row 3. Math has never been my strong suit, friends. So there we go. And here's where we're going to put our pink petal. Ta-da. Notice how it goes right in the middle here. Ta-da. There we go. There's our pink. Let me pull you back out so you can actually see what we're doing. Look how awesome that pink is going to pop. That's going to be amazing, isn't it? So let's put some more zip ties in here. Here's our next one. I know it was the wrong row. At least I caught myself. Y'all, I'm all over the place today. The poor dog next door that's stuck in a cage that nobody loves has barked for 2 days straight. I don't know how hasn't lost its little voice yet. It's a hunting coon dog, and it's precious, and I feel so sorry for it. But if I could go over there and let it set it free and know that it would survive, I would do it. I would do it. But the poor thing, it's old and it probably wouldn't live without that cage. It's just sad. It drove me crazy. Anyway, to each his own, I guess. But bless its little heart. And we've lost my neighbor. My brother had to put down his dog of 12 years last week, Athena. Oh my gosh. Watching my 6'3" little brother bawl his eyes out was just devastating, right? Oh my gosh. But they're part of our family. And then come to find out today, my next door neighbor put his baby dog down too. They both had the same thing. It was really weird. They had tumors. So putting your babies down is hard. Really hard because they become part of your family. I'm really morbid tonight, aren't I? Let's stop talking about cemeteries and dead things. Let's talk about life. and crafting. All right, here we go, friends. Notice how these just touch at the side there. If you're got them in there, that's okay. That's all right. You're not going to be able to see it when we put in the next row, okay? But you want to, same principle. You don't want one of them sticking out further than another one. So if you need to, pull them in the zip tie a little bit. So here we go. We're just going to keep on going. We're putting our pink in row 3. Right, row 3. That's where we are. Da, da, da. Once you get the pet, this is a very, very fast project. This kit, and it's a knockout wreath. It's really pretty on your door. I might even go ahead and get the blue one with the metal butterfly because I like it so much. I'm hoping I can take this to the festival without my sister stealing it, or, you know, she always seems to take home a wreath when she comes. Which is okay. You know, my house is full of them, but hey. Gotta take some of them to the festival, right? Almost done with this row. That's our last one, right? It is. Okay, so I have an extra petal there. That's all right, though. All right. You know what, y'all? If you do it this way, you could really make 2 wreaths with what I have left, because you wouldn't believe the mesh I have left. I have half a roll left, more than half a roll of the pink, so definitely enough. So here's what we have so far. It's going to look awesome. All right, now we're going to go move on to the blue. Here is I'm going to make this petal one more time. Right, the paired holes, yes. The paired holes, Miss Ruth. I'm using the paired holes. Let me turn it over and see if you guys can see where I'm going. See? If I turn it over and let you look at it, can you guys see this? So here's row 1, and I've used row 2, I've used every single set, okay? And then here's row 3, and I've only used the paired holes, not the shared holes. Notice how there's a single hole in each one, okay? And then for this row, I'm going to use every single set as well, okay? So there's your pattern, all right? If you need to get a screenshot or whatever there, okay? So here it is. Now, let's do this blue. Do you guys want me to leave the view like this, or do you want me to pull in one more? Do you guys want me to pull it in a little bit so you can see a little more, or is this one fine? It's super hard losing a fur baby. You're welcome, Ruth. No problem. I love it when y'all ask questions. Love it. Hello, Elva. Do you want me to do it like this or pull you in? Let's pull you in just so you get another good view of how it's done. Plus, I like using this thing. All right. So here's my 10-inch piece of mesh. All right. I cut it at 10 inches. Okay. I'm going to turn it to the side, serged edges, left and right hand, right here. Okay. Curl side up. Okay. I'm going to bring the bottom up to the top, and I'm going to make a triangle. Okay. Again, this is not going to be a perfect triangle because this mesh the roll length is 10.5 inches. Okay. So it's not going to make a perfect triangle, but that's all right. That's why we're using this petal. Okay. Here's our triangle. And then we're going to turn it to the right or turn it to the left, whichever hand you want to use. Doesn't matter. Okay. And then we're going to pull this part down to the center, make another triangle. Okay. Here's our next triangle. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the exact same thing. I'm going to pull this one down to the middle. Okay. But I'm going to make sure that these edges are aligned. Okay. And make that way I have a square. All right. Here's my square. Okay. And then I'm just going to scrunch at the bottom. And there is our petal. I'm going to make it a point up here. Da, 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 da. All right, let's use this to go in our, the one that I screwed up here. This is our third row, and look how pretty it layers. All right. There we go. There's that one. Let's put some zip ties in here. Get this baby finished. Put our sign on. All right, here's our next one. Oh no, Lori. I'm so sorry. Gosh, you guys know it's so hard to lose a baby. And I know that it's, you know, people say, well, it's just a dog. No, it's not just a dog. It is part of your family. It is your baby. I don't know how I know that Stella is going to go one day, and I just don't know how I'm going to handle it. I can't even think about it. It makes me want to cry thinking about Stella and losing her. She is my daughter. Sorry, I forgot to pull you out again. She is my daughter. She's not my dog. She's my daughter, right? I'm just putting zip ties in. So I'm so sorry, Lori, to hear that you lost your baby, your fur baby. And my neighbors that lost their Jackson was his name, golden retriever. Same time my little brother, same thing that would happen to my little brother's dog, Athena. They got a new Springer Spaniel this week, a baby Springer Spaniel that they had ordered months and months and months ago from a breeder. And so it just happened that it was good timing, I guess. And it is so sweet. I don't know how it's going to, those dogs are crazy. I don't know how it's going to stay in the fence they've got over there, but with the whole neighborhood watching out for it, I think it'll be okay. I'm excited to see it grow up. I don't know that Stella likes it, but you know, she'll have to just get used to it. All right, there are our zip ties for that row. Now let's start putting in our petals. So here we go. Here's this one. These are a lot closer. So again, you just want to make sure that you're not sticking them out further than they should be in this row. Okay. Here we go. Gonna just layer them on top of each other. And it doesn't matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise, right? I've gone counterclockwise this time instead of clockwise. Doesn't matter. It's the beauty of the board. It's all going to turn out the same as long as you go the same way on the same row. There we go. All right, team. So again, team. I need to stop working so much. Friends. I'll say friends because y'all are friends. So the black is 16. You need 16 pieces of the black, 8 pieces of the blue, and 8 pieces of the pink. Okay, so a total of 32 pieces, right? 16, 16 is 32. Yeah. So a total of 32 pieces. Again, put these under there. Right? No, let's put it on here. 16 black, 8 pink, 8 blue. And you don't have to put them in the same pattern that I did. You could put them, you know, something different. So now let's check to see if our butterfly is actually going to cover our holes. No, we need 2 more. All right, because as you can see, we've got this part sticking out. Let's see. Let's actually put it in and see what happens. I'm just sticking it in a hole right now. I'm just trying to see what it looks like. No rhyme, no reason, just sticking it in there. Yeah. All right, we are going to have, here's what it would look like. We are going to have another two. Two is really all we need. We need one right here and one right here. Okay, so let's take these out. Take this out. And that came off. That's all right. We can stick it back on there. All right, so I think that I have one pink and one blue left. So what do you think? I don't know, maybe, oh, knocking stuff over, friends. So what do you think? Should we do black here? Should we do 2 more black petals there? Let's do 2 more black petals. Think that'll make it stand out, or should we do another row of pink? What do you guys think? Black or pink, friends? Because we're gonna have to have at least 2 more petals. So black or pink? I'm gonna let you all decide. I just totally knocked over my brand spanking new. Let's see if it'll. There we go. Okay. There we are. Pink. Everybody says pink. All right, let's make us another pink then. So we're going to lay this up here. And I'm actually going to make 4 just because. All right, let's move our glue gun out of the way here. Unplug it if I can. There we go. All right, friends. Y'all get to see my fancy schmancy my rollery thing. Let me pull you back out so you can actually see what I'm doing here. This is what I call my rollery thing. I saw Lori's and I had to have one. So it's just a big long thing where I've got it on there. And it's just a stick on a board. I think Lori might have it in her favorite tools. So let's take our blue off. Stick our pink back on there. And then we're just going to roll it out. Look how much we have left, though. Look, I have that much left of pink, too. And I have about that much left of black. I have a little less black since we've used a lot. But look, you could make 2 entire flowers with this kit. With this one kit. You would just need another board and another board and maybe another sign. You wouldn't even have to have another sign, really. You could just use all petals. All right, here we go. Where's my rotary cutter? I'm going to cut it at 10 inches, okay? So I'm going to be pretty generous. There's 1. I already have 1 over here. So there's 2. Cut 1 more at 30 and be good to go. 30. Da-da-da-da. All right, let's make these petals, puppies. Make these petals, friends. Move that back out of the way. Okay, pull you back in. I keep moving this thing. Pull you back in so you can see. There we go. All right. Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Everybody says pink, so I'd do pink all the way around, not just the 2. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so here we go. Again, here's how we make this petal. Bottom to the top in a diamond shape, of course. Curl side up. 10 inches. Okay, here we go. All right, here's our triangle. Turn it to the right. Pull this side down. Make another triangle at the top here. Here we go. Ta-da! Turn it over. Make another triangle. Try to make a square here, best you can. This horizontal wide stripe mesh phrase, so it's okay. It is okay. Doesn't matter. You're not going to see any of that. Make my tip a little bit better up here. There we go. Make sure everything's lined up. And scrunch. Here's 1. Okay, so let's put our clip in it, wherever I put our clip at. And let's actually put our zip ties in here as well. Okay. I know you can't see the holes, but I'm going to use the 4 that are next. Okay, let me turn it over and show you. See, I'm going to use these 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Go ahead and put the zip ties in this way because you can actually do that with these. With the zip ties provided, I love it. They slip through the hole there. The head fits perfectly. There you go. Here's another one. Whoop. I can get it on there. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Ta-da. All right, let's close them up. There we go. Let's put our pink in here. Yeah, I like the pink, friends. And you're right, you will see the tips. So might as well do all 4. Might as well do our 4. There's 1. 2. And you can cut some of the tails off if you want to. No problem, so that you don't have this big mess in the middle. I just find that makes a mess and it's an extra step, so I don't. I'll just leave them on there. And then we need to make 2 more, friends. So here we go. Back to our petal making. I know, I love this petal too. All right, here we go. Ready? Pulling it up, making a triangle. Okay, turning it to the right, making our another triangle at the top. There we go. Okay, there's our triangle. Turning it over. Same thing, making another triangle here at the top, making sure we have a good square. Right, here we go. Actually, let's make this one, pull this one down a little bit further because we don't have a good point up here. Now I'm going to take the middle and scrunch it on both sides. And voila. Let's put this puppy in the board. I think this one's going to be covered, so you don't need to worry about it, but still. All right, last one. Last petal, friends. Here we go. 10 inches, cut 10 inches. Okay, curl side up. Turn it into a diamond shape. Pull the bottom to the top, make a triangle. Okay, triangle again is not going to be perfect, but that's okay. Turn it to the right. Bring this piece down to make another triangle. Okay, there we go. There's our triangle. Make sure that's good there. All right, now I'm going to flip it over. Make another triangle. Making sure I have a pretty square and that my 2 points line up. Here we go. They do. Scrunch in the middle. And voila. Again, I call this the tulip petal, but I think it's really called the pinwheel petal. I just think it looks like a tulip, and that's what I use for my tulip basket, so that's why I call it the tulip petal. I don't know. You can call it either one. Call it either one. Pinwheel, tulip, comes out the same way. Alrighty, friends and family. Now let's put our butterfly in here after we get this one closed. Ta-da! All right, now There we go. Here's our flower. Now look how gorgeous this would be. Again, you get enough to make 2 wreaths. I promise you. Look how much blue we have left. You've got that much pink left, and you've got at least 16 more petals for the black. So you could make 2 wreaths. And if you didn't have the butterfly sign, if you didn't have a second butterfly sign, you could just put a center right here and think about how pretty it would be. Just maybe a black glitter center, right? That would be gorgeous. All right, so now what we're going to do, and this one keeps coming off, so let's try to stick it back on there again. And again, you can put the, if you wanted to, you don't have to, you know, put 2 there. I just did. You can put 1 right in the center and use the center 2 holes. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit. However you can get it on there. And then I'm just going to stick my Chenille stems down through the holes. That's not going to work because it's not going to stick. I'll fix that in a minute, friends. I know this one's on there, so let's do this one here. I'll turn it over and show you in just a second what holes I've used. And I'll get that glued on there. Let's see, do we want it to be like perfect like that? Or do we want our butterfly a little bit cockeyed? What do you think, friends? Like that? Or like this? I kind of like it like that. I like that the tips stick out. And I'll just, looky there, friends. All right, we're going to have to use some super glue for this puppy. But there's what it looks like. I'm going to do that here in just a second. I'm not going to keep you any longer because we are done and I don't want you to wait for super glue to dry. There we go. What do y'all think? Or you could even, like, however you wanted to do it. And what I've done is I put 2 on the back. I will fix that. We'll fix these. But here's where they are. They are just right here. All right. So going over this one more time, okay? This is kit number 206LG, okay? You get the large flower board, you get the zip ties, you get the Chenille stems, the sign, and the cable mounts, okay? For row, this is row number 2. We started at row number 2. They are numbered so you can see. Row number 2, we use 16 black petals, okay? That's this row. Row number 2, okay? Row number 3, we used 8 pink petals, all right? That's the next row, right? Row number 4, we used 8 blue petals, okay? So that's this row. And then in the middle, we did 4 pink ones again. And then this will be where our butterfly goes, right in the center. And here's what it should look like when I get the cable mounts back on there. I should learn my lesson and super glue them every time, but hey, there we go. You could do it this way. You could do it this way if you wanted to where the pink was at the butterfly tips. If that's what you wanted, you could put it anywhere you wanted to. Nothing says that you have to actually use the hanging holes where you want. So what do you guys think? You like it? I'll figure out where I'm going to stay right here and fix these. So this is what it looks like, friends. It's a big one too. It's a really pretty big wreath. And look at what a statement it makes. This black on the outside just kind of makes it beautiful, doesn't it? All right, let's see. Let me talk to you a second before we go. 1 minute here. I just love this changing views things. I'm so like so in love with it. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I will get pictures of this and post them tomorrow on my page in the new Unique in the Creek Wreath Creators page. So again, check it out, uniqueinthecreek.com. If you're not following us on Facebook, make sure you give us a like, and also a like and subscribe on YouTube at uniqueinthecreek.com. If you use my affiliate link, you get 5% off the boards. Make sure you use code Marianne. My name is spelled like this right down here in the corner. Code Marianne at checkout to get the discount. I will see you guys next week. Again, it's KIT206LG. All right. You all have any questions? Let me see if there are any questions here. Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome, friends. I appreciate y'all joining me this evening. If you wouldn't mind, share us, spread us around. Don't forget to sign up for our broadcast channel, and you'll get alerts on special discounts and things like that. The new things that Laurie's throwing out, you get first sneak peek. So good night, everybody. I will see you all next week, same time, same place. Tonight it was made by Marianne. Tomorrow it might be made by you. Mwah. Good night, friends. Thanks again. God bless you all. See you next time.